Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for today. This one's going to be doing my full season review, looking back on the first season of the game adaptation on Prime Video, Fallout Season 1. Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today. This one's going to be doing a review for Fallout. This one's going to be doing our full Season 1 review. We're going to look back on the first season that was Fallout Season 1. Aired about a week ago now, roughly or so on Amazon Prime. Of course, we did all 8 reviews for the show, so you can go ahead and check it out in the channel. We did episodes 1 through 8, each one. You guys seem to really enjoy the reviews, so I'm happy you guys enjoyed the reviews for Fallout. We'll be definitely covering it and doing some discussion videos and, topic videos for season 2, because the thing is with Prime is that it does take a while for them to make a new season. I would not be surprised if we're kind of just not really getting a new season until about 2026 at this point. Which to me, that's fine. Again, the longer you take to make good quality is really the important thing. I would not want them to rush it and rush out the content and stuff like that. So definitely a good thing. But we're just going to talk about it. This is really just going to be a sit down and chill video. I'm just going to talk about the season, kind of go over my overall thoughts. So what do I think about Fallout overall? Well, it's phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. It is, for me at least, my favorite first season of a new show in a long time. It really does take a interesting, concept. I mean, obviously the video games have been around since like the late 90s, so there's a lot of history that goes back with the games, obviously, but, with making a show, and I think this is the first thing I should get into right away. Video game adaptations have not been the greatest. Let's put it that way. Video game adaptations have not really worked. Obviously, over the years, they've had a lot of really bad ones, and then recently, a lot of people say that the one that kind of saved video game adaptations was The Last of Us. Which I would disagree with. I think The Last of Us was average at best. I think it took a concept from a masterful video game and just made it like, okay, yeah, that's an alright, it's an alright season, you know what I'm saying? And there's been some good adaptations, but for the most part, video game adaptations have not worked. The reason why this one works so well and the reason why this show is so flawless is because this is not a video game adaptation. It is set in the world of Fallout and adds to the lore that you already know over time playing the games. And that's what I like. But they also treat this show as one that you can watch without playing the games. You don't need to play the games to watch the show. That's also good because it helps with ratings. So it's a very smart marketing tactic. It's a very smart way of doing things. And while the overall show is fantastic, I mean, Lucy, who is our lead character, Lucy is awesome. She's freaking hilarious. I love her character. I love her charisma. I love, pretty much just everything about her. She's a very relatable character, and obviously she is in the Vault, storyline. She leads it throughout the first episode. And we are led to believe that Vault is a good thing, that Vault is a good place, as does she, right? Which I like that they give us that perspective, And along with Lucy, us as the viewers find out that Vault isn't what, we think and what she thinks, which is really cool. It's a really cool way of writing the story. And Lucy, of course, in the finale, realizes the truth about Vault, that they were behind the bombings, that they were behind everything going down. And that, to me, and I must say, is one of my favorite twists I've ever seen of a TV show. It is so well done, and it's so damn good. And, again, revealing the mother is still there, that it's the skeleton woman, which, really was shocking, that the father was behind this the whole time, that the father was around back in the day. It's so incredible, and it flips Lucy's perspective completely on her entire life, which is really screwed up. So, in other words, Lucy's character was amazing. She was incredible. I love her charisma. She's got great, scenes, especially episode 4 when she killed, those people that were trying to get her organs and stuff like that. And, she got her finger chopped off, and even still, she had a lot of cool moments, like, they ran into the people on the train tracks, and she's like, okay, we're feeling a little bit of stress here, she's really cool. She's a bubbly character, but I think that's what makes her work. I really enjoy her character, and I think the actress does a great job, too. Ella Purnell, she does a fantastic job. She's British in real life, too, which I thought was pretty insane. Now, we also have Cooper, which is a phenomenal character. He is a show stealer for me. I mean, he really is. He is incredible. Walton Goggins, he's so good. And again, talk about perspective with this show. He is a character that I'd say has the most perspective because we understand now, why he hates Vault so much, why he hates, all these people so much, and why things went down the way that they did with his wife, all the background, all the things, why he's so involved, why he's so angry all the time. It makes sense. Not to mention, he's a ghoul too, so there is that, added to it as well, but it's such a good idea for a character. They play him off as a villain, and by the time that you're done the season, after watching him do all these horrible things, you understand it somehow. Insane. Now, we've also got Maximus. Now, Maximus is a character that I really like as well because he's part of the Brotherhood. He kind of defects from them and, of course, kind of breaks away from that group. And he ends up being an ally for Lucy and, of course, kind of going with her and, completing the mission and stuff like that of getting her dad back. And I thought he really worked, too. He was a really cool character as well. A lot of really cool moments, like when the guys are trying to steal his armor and he beats the shit out of them to try to get it back and stuff like that. It was really, really cool. I liked his character a lot. So, I've never really said this before, but I really think that in terms of the leading characters, they're all flawless. Like, they're all perfect. They're all the way they need to be. They're what they need to be. And I wouldn't change a single thing about them. Lucy, Cooper, Maximus, all fantastic characters. I have no issues with any of the characters at all. And that pretty much goes through with the entire show as well, too. Like, Norm, I really like Norm. I thought he was really cool. Very smart guy, figuring out what's going on with Vault 32 and Vault 31 and, what's behind the whole thing. Obviously, now he's trapped, so we're going to have to see what happens to him now in Season 2. But I liked Norm as well, too, I liked Betty. She was a cool kind of antagonist there for a little bit. Steph was very out there, but I liked her. I thought she was good. And you had a lot of really cool characters. A lot of characters that they met out in the Wasteland, which I thought really worked. Just overall, the cast was perfect. I wouldn't change a single thing about it. It was all just amazing. And, overall, I'd say in terms of episodes that I would consider my favorites, I would say Episode 1 was mind-blowing to me. Episode 6, with the backstory and, all the stuff going on, I'd say Episode 6 was another one I really liked. And then Episode 8, obviously. Episode 8 was, like, the king right there. Episode 8 was, like, one of the greatest TV episodes of all time. And I still say that to this day, even after about a week of sitting on it. I would say that Episode 8 is one of my all-time favorite TV episodes of all time. It's at least a top 5, top 10 favorite episode of entertainment I've ever watched. Honestly, it's amazing. So, this show really also does a great job with the music. That's another thing I really want to highlight. The music is really fantastic in this show. They really don't bullshit with it. It's 50s music, but it has really good tension at the same time. The action is good. Cinematography is also just top notch. I mean, honestly, in terms of a video game adaptation, but not really an adaptation, but, still a video game adaptation either way, this shits on The Last of Us. I'm sorry. And I know that's going to be a sensitive topic for some. This shits on The Last of Us. It really does. That, honestly, is to shame now compared to it brings The Last of Us to shame. This is how you do an adaptation without making it, really, really lackluster when it comes to the dead, without making it, cringy castings like Bella fucking Ramsey over here. No offense to her, but it wasn't for her. And multiple other things about that show just did not work. Getting 2 solo love story episodes. Like, Fallout didn't need to do that shit. Fallout did it in 8 episodes, right? And not one episode was filler. That's what I appreciate about this show. There was not 2 episodes of love stories, There wasn't lack of, infected or, radiated, stuff going on. Every single episode had something to it. Every single episode had charisma, had charm to it, and it worked. It absolutely worked. So, overall, ranking the season, I give it a perfect 10. I would say that if you haven't watched the show, get going is the best way I put it. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I mean, it's a phenomenal show. It's so good. And it's absolutely worth all the hype that it's getting right now. Absolutely. It is, in my opinion, the best video game adaptation I've ever watched in my life. So That is really, really good. We're going to do more videos for Fallout. I got a Q&A video coming up. So by the way, if you have any Q&A comments you want to ask, not a bad idea to type them down below, and we'll go ahead and do a Q&A here probably in a couple days for Fallout and, go into it. And I want to do a video where I objectively go over The Last of Us and Fallout and explain why I think Fallout is a better adaptation, because I think that's definitely a video that needs to be made. So post comments down below. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy videos like this, make sure to click to subscribe and you don't miss any other videos for Fallout. Make sure to follow me on Dan's The Walking Dead reviews on Instagram, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos for Fallout. Enjoy the rest of the day, guys, and peace out.